welcome back. I'm excited to dive into this real-world example.
Because it really brings everything we've been talking about to life.
Me too. I'm always a sucker for a good success story.
So tell me what happened when this university brought in CorporateServe to revamp their systems.
Well, before CorporateServe, this university was facing a lot of the same challenges,
That many institutions struggle with their systems were siloed.
which meant the data was scattered across different departments, and it was nearly impossible to get a comprehensive view of anything.
Oh, data silos.
That sounds like a recipe for headaches and inefficiency,
It definitely was. They were relying heavily on manual processes.
which were slow, prone to errors, and, let's be honest, incredibly frustrating for everyone involved.
I can only imagine the amount of paperwork.
And the back and forth communication that must have been happening.
It sounds like a logistical nightmare.
It was.
Plus, they had limited visibility into their data, which made it difficult to make informed decisions.
About things like resource allocation, student support, and long-term planning.
Okay, so it sounds like they were in desperate need of a tech makeover.
So what happened after they implemented CorporateServe solutions? Was it a smooth transition?
You know, it's never as simple as just flipping a switch.
But the results were pretty remarkable.
One of the biggest changes was improved operational efficiency.
By streamlining their processes and automating many of their manual tasks, they were able to free up staff time and reduce the risk of errors.
That makes sense. Less time spent on paperwork and data entry.
Means more time to focus on the things that really matter, like supporting students and faculty.
Exactly. And speaking of supporting students,
The university also saw a significant improvement in the student experience.
with access to online portals and mobile apps,
Students could easily register for classes, check their grades, pay tuition, and connect with advisors.
it's like they finally entered the 21st century.
I bet the students were thrilled to have everything at their fingertips.
They were, and it wasn't just about convenience.
The university was also able to use data from CorporateServe systems.
To identify students who might be struggling academically or who might benefit from additional support services.
So they were using data to personalize the student experience.
And provide more targeted support. That's amazing.
It is. And it had a real impact on student success.
They saw improvements in retention rates, graduation rates, and even student satisfaction scores.
Wow, those are some impressive outcomes.
It sounds like CorporateServe really helped them transform their operations.
And create a more student-centric environment.
They did, and here's something that I found particularly interesting,
This university was actually in the process of seeking accreditation.
which is a rigorous process that requires institutions to meet certain quality standards.
Yes, accreditation. It's like the gold seal of approval for universities.
Exactly, and CorporateServe was able to help them streamline the entire accreditation process.
They had a web-based application that allowed the university to easily collect and manage all the necessary documentation.
Track their progress and generate reports for the accrediting body,
So they were using technology to not only improve their operation,
but also to demonstrate their commitment to quality and accountability. That's pretty smart.
it is, and it highlights the strategic value of having integrated systems and access to real-time data.
It allows universities to not only operate more efficiently, but also to make more informed decisions about their future.
This success story really brings home the transformative power of technology in education.
But I'm also curious about the human side of this equation implementing such a major change.
Must have been a huge undertaking for the university staff.
How did they adapt to all these new systems and processes?
That's a great question. Change management is always a critical aspect of any large-scale technology implementation.
And CorporateServe recognized that,
They provided comprehensive training and support to the university staff.
making sure that everyone felt comfortable using the new systems.
That's so important. It's not enough to just install the software.
You have to empower people to use it effectively.
Absolutely. And CorporateServe went beyond just technical training.
They also helped the university develop a data-driven culture, encouraging staff to use data to inform their decisions.
And to track their progress towards their goals.
It sounds like CorporateServe was more than just a vendor.
They were a true partner in helping this university achieve its goals.
They were, and that's something that they pride themselves on.
They understand that technology is only part of the solution.
It's the people who use it and the culture that supports it that ultimately determine its success.
Well said. I think this success story is a great example.
Of how universities can leverage technology to not only streamline their operations,
But also to improve the student experience and achieve their strategic objectives.
but it's also a reminder that technology is a tool and it's only as good as the people who use it.
Absolutely, technology can be a powerful enabler.
But it's up to us to use it wisely and to ensure that it serves our goals and values.
Well said. This deep dive has been incredibly insightful so far.
In part 3, we'll be wrapping things up with a look at the future of technology in education.
And what it all means for students, faculty, and the future of learning, stay tuned.